Hi, I'm Anthony Ha from TechCrunch, and I'm here with Yussi from Amplifier, and we're going to talk about the new SDK for their platform, Everyplay. Yussi, can you maybe just tell us a little bit about what Everyplay is?
So Everyplay enables players to share meaningful moments from games. Screenshots don't really do justice for games, nor does text, but video can actually show what the game is about. So we're enabling players to share video replays from mobile games.
So it's like an app that I would install, and then I can use it to share other footage from the games that are already installed on.
Actually not. It's an SDK that's embedded in the game. So the user doesn't really need to think about that he wants to share. Instead, he gets an instant replay within the game he plays, and he can just tap to share it with his friends on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and within Everyplay.
Got it. Got it. Well, maybe the best thing to do is let's just go right into the demo.
Yeah, and I have a surprise planned for you, so I definitely want to show you.
Okay.
So let's check. So this is actually a game that we didn't make, but that uses our SDK. The game is called Stair Dismount.
Okay.
And what you do in this game, you try and inflict as much damage as you can on this dummy. And I think very highly of TechCrunch, so I thought like I'll throw you down the stairs. So this is Anthony.
This is great.
We'll see how much I can hurt Anthony because it's a payback for all the entrepreneurs towards TechCrunch. Throw down the journalist.
Okay.
And I like this face.
This
I do like it.
Pretty popular, yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna take the stiletto stairs. So there is Anthony looking almighty and bold on top of those stairs.
Right.
And
that's a pretty good representation of my body as well, I think.
Yeah. And let's give you a good kick on the backside, and there he goes. So as you can see, even the mighty can fall. And so, imagine this. You cannot really convey what this game is about in a screenshot or a text update. You have to see it to believe it.
Right.
And this is what we are working on. How can I get this out of here? So now this game ends now, and they have integrated our SDK. So we go to the replay theater. So we tap on the camera button here, and we start the replay. And we can zoom in. This is still in game engine, but we are recording this as this now happens into video on this device. And now after you stop going down and breaking some legs and bones and whatnot, yeah, there, poor Anthony. Maybe you can apply for disability or something.
You were having way too much fun with this.
Yeah. So this is us now. So now we've recorded this into video while it happened.
Right.
We could trim it, but now we're just not gonna look. Yeah, the video's there.
Right.
Cool. And now we're gonna tap share replay to push this out to the world to see, because Anthony, everybody wants to see this.
Everybody hates me. That's
right. So Anthony, no, I don't think people hate you, but there's something about falling down the stairs. Anthony goes down. Isn't that a good topic? And we're gonna use a hashtag TCTV, and we're gonna put it out to Facebook, obviously. So I'm gonna tap share replay, and this starts uploading. So while it uploads and encodes, I'll tell you a little bit about Everyplay. So Everyplay is the SDK, but it's also the social video service for games. Okay. So this is me on Everyplay. It's a Twitter-like model. People who follow me, I follow people. These are the stuff I've released previously. So let's go check out some videos that people I follow have recently released. So let's see. There's videos from Stair Dismount. I want to show you another game which I think is really cool. This is a game called Ice Rage. It's an arcade hockey game.
Right.
Now, what does arcade hockey game mean? Well, now you can see what an arcade hockey game actually means, because if I tell you, you don't know, but now that you see the video, now you know. So this is the game. I could like the video, but the more important than that, I can get the game. I tap on the App Store button, it opens up the App Store right here. I click install, I got the game. Okay. So this is great for discovery for games, because people share from games they care about. Not from random bad games, but games that make them laugh, make them enjoy themselves and have a good time. So that's really what word of mouth is. It's the #1 driver for discovery of mobile games, according to studies by EDAR. And what we're doing is we're taking away the step in which I would need to meet you for coffee to show you a game. Now you can actually have fun with the game and hey, I think Anthony would probably enjoy that. I'll push it to Facebook and you'll see it on my stream. Tag to Anthony, hey, dude, check this out.
So the launch of the SDK is essentially also the launch of the social discovery network.
Exactly.
And so how's the video encoding going?
Let's go. Let's check this out. So let me open up the menu. And Still working. Oh, actually it's done.
Okay,
so this is now, it's stored on Amazon where we run our servers, we encode it, we're streaming it down. So this video is the one I share. So this is actually now available for the world to see. And why don't we go check out my Facebook account, because I pushed it there, and everybody who wants to be my friend, now you know where to find Anthony videos. So let's see, we have...
And there it is. Oh,
it was actually earlier. I did a demo.
Oh, you did that? Okay.
Because I'm a little bit of sadist, so I wanted to try again.
Right.
So Anthony Goes Down, TCTV.
Falls.
So world premiere of Anthony falling down on TCTV, shared on Facebook through Everyplay. This is how easy it should be.
Right.
It is really, the user doesn't have to think about, oh, I have this recording thing here.
Right.
It's just there. You tap to share, you tag it, you push it out to Facebook to your friends. We think it's really very an expressive tool for players to unlock those cool moments that are currently inside the game, and they can go out to the world and show everybody what good time they're having in the game.
Right. So you launched the SDK on Monday.
That's right.
So it's still very early, but maybe what are some of the games that it's available on right now?
So Stare This Month, which is this game, is currently integrated. There is a arcade platformer called Fat Cat Rush, which is this cute cat running around trying to score points. And there's about 5 games coming along, like Ice Rage, which we looked briefly at.
Right.
There is One Epic Night, which is an endless run and really polished. That's coming. There's a game that's like Counter-Strike called Critical Missions.
Okay.
And there's about 400 other games on the pipeline who just got the SDK on Monday.
Right. Okay. And so I think we're used to seeing kind of the the mechanic of sort of game videos on consoles and on computers.
Exactly.
So to what extent do you think that the sort of social mechanics around sharing videos on mobile is basically the same thing as just mobile games, and to what extent do you think it's sort of a different animal?
Well, I think what needs to happen differently on this is that it needs to be very much a smooth experience that's a part of the application, because people don't really have this ability to go and actually download the application to record, because that doesn't work. The Apple doesn't let you do that. So it needs to be part of the game. So it needs to be an integrated experience in which you play and you discover, oh, there's a replay, and then you share. So it's not something that you go out and get a separate piece of software to download. So I think the integrated nature is different.
Right.
I also think that having what we are also doing with this is that we're enabling kind of community features in here.
Right.
So imagine that you're on the main menu of Stare This Month. Hey, there's some videos. I can go check out what everybody else is doing here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So it's not just one way out. It's actually bringing it back to the game. Like, hey, maybe I push out a video of Anthony going down. He's gonna, you can of course come back at me. Like you see, you are begging for it. So I'm gonna see that. Maybe I'll see a walkthrough on how you get millions and millions of points.
Right.
So it's also a way for the users to connect with other players, to brag, to compete, do walkthroughs.
Right.
So we're also not just focused on discoverability, but also building a community within the games.
Right. And then so from a developer perspective, how much work does it actually take to integrate the SDK?
I'm glad you asked, because that's something we really spend a lot of time working on. So for Unity 3D, which is the most popular game engine, this works for all game engines, but we wanted to make a plugin for Unity because it's a fantastic engine.
Right.
I actually have a video up on YouTube where I integrate it in 2 minutes flat.
Right.
Really? Yeah,
okay.
2 minutes flat.
Okay, maybe we'll dig that up. We'll find a link to that video.
It's actually it's a drag and drop thing. You put it in there, and the recording is made to be so easy that you really don't spend time on that. The things that you'll have to think about as you make your game is, what's the right way for my game to surface these videos to the user?
Right.
Maybe it's a replay after you finish a level, or is it the recording button like we saw in Stare This Month?
Right.
So that's kind of a user interface considerations are probably where the bulk of your time is spent. Actually.
Right, because when we were looking at the Stare This Month example, it seemed like it was pretty well integrated into the rest of the controls.
Yeah, it's part of the experience.
Right. Okay. Great. And so, I mean, you've just launched this, and so presumably a big part is just getting users, getting developers. Can you say anything more about kind of what your goals are for the platform over the next few months?
So we really believe on enabling expression for the players. So some things we're actually working on are adding a picture-in-picture ability, so you can record yourself while you play. And you can add a voice video annotation. These are coming in Q1.
Right.
These are really exciting features, because then it goes from being a replay into your personal story. So we believe that will really accelerate the product. So our
Right.
focus is really just working with the developers, looking at what the users do there, and just iterating like crazy on the product.
Right. Okay. And so going, so I certainly haven't seen any networks like this that are, again, about mobile gameplay sharing. I mean, can you talk a little bit about kind of the competitive landscape? Has anyone tried something similar?
So I think we're the first one to do social video for games specifically
Okay.
on mobile. But when you look at the larger landscape, you have very popular and very good services like Twitch TV, which does live streaming for esports on PC. You have Machinima, obviously, which started out a little like this as a tool where you create your own stories within game engines. But it kind of became more a YouTube network of all kinds of gaming content.
Right.
So those have been very popular on the PC and console side of things.
Right. Are you worried that they might start to move into the mobile space as well?
Well, I'm sure everybody agrees that tablet and mobile gaming is the future, so there may be competition, but right now we are both feature-wise as well kind of pretty much the only provider who does anything like that. So I think it's about pioneering it and not really worrying as much about competition, but chasing your own vision, what it's all about. And for us, it's enabling the players to have a voice in the games they play and share meaningfully.
Okay, great. Well, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.